Greetings, Marvelites. EMoney and the old man back with you again for another reaction video for Moon Knight. This one, episode 5 out of 6, so we're moving towards the end here. Alright, so before we get started today, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, give us a thumbs up, and if you like, leave us a comment. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers, and we're about 150 short. So
damn,
yeah.
still?
I think we've gotten a few in the last few weeks, but we're still short. So we need your help. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. All right. So this is just to give you a little summary of what happened last week. Mark was shot, and he's in the tomb, and I think Arthur shot him, and he wakes up in a hospital, and it looks like he's in a psychiatric ward. And he opens up a tomb, and he finds Steven, and Marc and Steven, you can see them together. And then they try to escape the hospital, and they open up a door, and a giant hippopotamus.
I remember the hippo.
Yeah.
Had a little girl voice.
Yeah, is there. So that's where we left things. So now we're going to see what happens next. So before we get to that, I have your viewer comments. I always like to read your viewer comments and your fan theories and whatever else you like to tell us about. So here we go. Richard C. says, why do reactors think everyone has seen the latest episode and spoil it in the thumbnails? Do they want people to unsubscribe so they don't get spoilers? Okay.
Wait a minute, what was our thumbnail?
Well, the thumbnail was us reacting, and at the bottom of it was a shot of Steven and Mark together screaming at the sight of the hippopotamus.
That really didn't tell you much.
All right, so I'm going to address this, Richard. Okay, so what happened was I almost put up a picture of the hippopotamus in the thumbnail. I was tempted to, but then I was like, no, that's too much. So I didn't do it. Then I went online and I looked at other reactors' thumbnails, and almost everyone that I saw who had a post-it reaction video had a shot of the Marc and Steven shot of them screaming at the hippopotamus. So I thought, okay, everyone else is doing this shot, that's what I'm going to do.
Well, I could come up with 20 different explanations of what that shot means.
Yeah.
I mean, it really didn't tell you much.
So, that's what I did, and, I apologize for being a trend follower, Richard, but, that seemed like the best compromise. All right, Miami the Great says, this is the greatest episode in the world. Maybe some of the gods will be in Thor, Love and Thunder, and for a minute it was all in Mark's mind. All right.
Love hearing from you, Miami, but I don't know. I don't see Thor using a lot of Egyptian gods.
Well, the main antagonist in Thor: Love and Thunder is going to be Gore the God Butcher.
Right.
So
I still, if they have an Egyptian god in there, it's just going to be so Gore can kill him.
Right.
So I don't think you're going to get a lot of Egyptian god exposure.
All right. So
maybe.
Next comment, Francisco Ruiz says, this is in reference to, they find Alexander the Great's tomb in the last episode. And I don't know much about where Alexander was buried, so I don't know if they were just making that up for the show, or there's actually some truth to that. So what Francisco Ruiz says is, just from a light Google search, Alexander the Great's last known burial was in Alexandria, Egypt. It seems that over the centuries his burial seemed to have been lost, and from what I've read, the city of Alexandria was put to ruins. If someone who knows more happens to see this, please feel free to reply.
Well, dude, he already knows more than we did, so,
Well, Francisco actually did get a reply from Mr. Egypt, who has commented before. Alexander's tomb was a subject for debate among archaeologists for many years. Most agree that his final resting place was in Egypt. Historical records suggest that Ptolemy, sorry if I mispronounced that, who ruled Egypt after Alexander, sent Egyptian priests to mummify him and take him back to Egypt as a power play to gain legitimacy over his political rivals who ruled over conquered regions. At that time, the Alexandrian royal necropolis was still under construction, so he was placed in a temporary tomb in Memphis until construction was completed, then was moved to Alexandria. All this based on records of what people who were contemporary to him and from the Roman Emperor Augustus, who said that he actually visited the tomb in Egypt. But to this day, there are no actual tangible archaeological finds that confirm what actually happened to the body of Alexander the Great. And no one ever found out where his tomb is. Did he stay in Memphis? Was he lost on the way to Alexandria? If the body was actually buried in Alexandria, then where is it exactly? Was he actually sent to Egypt, or was the Egyptian burial a lie from a politician? If so, then where was he buried? Was he left in Babylon? Was he sent to Macedonia? If so, then where? It's one of the greatest mysteries in history.
You know, I think Mr. Egypt is either a professor of archaeology in some college, or he's some sort of, from his name, an Egyptian historian.
Yeah, Mr. Egypt, I mean, are you a professional with credentials and everything, or are you just a big history buff?
Are you really good at research?
Yeah.
I don't know, but either way, thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Let us know your background just a little bit in the comments if you like.
It sounds like this show was right up his alley.
Yep. All right, and then finally, CMC official says, I mentioned how there doesn't seem to be a lot of connection to the larger MCU on this show. Well, CMC official says, to correct you on not mentioning the larger MCU, in episode 2 there was a Global Reparation Council banner in one of the buses. If you remember that from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and also they name dropped Madripoor in episode 3. Mark's passport showed that his passport was issued in December 2018, which is over 6 months after the snap. So we know he survived. Moon Knight could absolutely connect with the rest of the MCU, with Blade coming soon, and the Halloween special coming later this year, which is rumored to be about Werewolf by Night. It 100% can connect. It still has 2 episodes to go, so who knows if they might tease something. Iron Man 1 didn't really have any big connection up until the post-credit scene with Nick Fury. Well, I mean, it was the first one, so yeah.
Wasn't a whole lot I could connect to at that
right.
point.
All right, so great comments, guys. You guys covered a pretty wide range of subjects in the comments, so really appreciate it, and hope you guys keep them coming.
All you guys who comment, even if EMoney doesn't read your comment, on a broadcast, it's all appreciated. We thank you very much, first for watching our videos, and second for commenting.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
All right, so. Got a nice little history lesson, got some background on the MCU, so what do you say we get into this?
I think it's time for you to push the damn button.
All right, let's go. Oh, okay, we're not diving right back into the asylum. All right.
So what are we diving into?
Oh, you're
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Calm down, Mark. And it talked.
So we're gonna do this back and forth thing between, what he thinks is real, and then back to the doctor's office. And we're back here.
Well, he's messing with me.
Giant hippo.
No.
No, not giant.
I mean, yeah, I guess she's actually
Not right.
she's actually a little small, right?
Just bipedal.
Oh gosh.
It's not good.
We thought.
Are you a reaper,
I have.
or whatever a Egyptian version of those are?
I've so past in here.
Someplace you find comfortable.
We're insane, Steven. Talking hippo.
Also, it saves money on
Dead
sets.
bird. You're outside of my body. The doors, for example. You go through here, there's going to be a bunch of patients, and there's Crawley, probably about to yell, bingo!
Oh, okay, yeah, she's, I don't think she's, bullshitting you.
What is this?
Oh God, what are you doing?
Aye.
Those are their hearts.
It worked. Look at that. It was little old me.
If it comes to it, kill the hippo, steal the boat.
Not sure that would work out for you.
Two guys have been hiding, but my advice: get in there and show each other the truth. Balance your scales before we arrive at the field of reeds.
I mean, is it unbalanced because there's a third personality they need to weigh with it?
So how are we supposed to do this? Oh, sure. Hey, Steven.
Oh, what? No, bro.
Let me guess. She blamed Mark for everything, right?
Yeah. He was supposed to take care of his younger brother. Failed.
We'll do it just you and I.
Coke in a glass bottle.
Yep. Strange combination. You know, cake and Coca-Cola.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Since he was
Mom became an alcoholic.
something like this.
I mean, as the husband, like, how long would you put up with that?
What you do?
Obviously, you try to get her help.
No, let me go.
That's right. He thinks his mom's still alive, doesn't he? Talks to her on the phone all the time, or at least he thinks he does. Leaving her voicemails.
Dad, we will fix this. Steven.
Well, he really doesn't want him to see something.
Even if I could send you back up there, you'd just be returning to a body with a bullet in it. You wouldn't be able to heal.
Can you send word to Layla? Please help us free Khonshu.
And you gotta,
Sure, you want to
before
be
you can
Khonshu.
go back, you gotta get Khonshu
He
free.
really wants to get away from him.
I did. It is our only shot. It's the way it's gotta be.
He's not doing so good.
We're back here again.
We can't involuntarily sedate patients.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I would think that's kind of
Yeah. If
You
you
know,
keep her from harming himself.
par for the
What
course.
you've been doing is so. There's only one way.
I mean,
No.
up until now, we thought that
To open up to Steve.
Steven was the original, right?
I make no progress without understanding.
That's what we were led to believe.
I don't know.
Can you do that?
Bloody hell. Look at the state of this place.
And Steven is created. Or is born.
Right now!
Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out! Let me out!
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. It's very Ned Flanders.
Steven, what's the way up to now? It's.
I mean, where is he going with that?
You have no, is there nobody there?
He's playing?
I'm totally lost again.
I mean, how do you wake up in the middle of a place and then just be like, oh, well, just my mind's scattered again? I mean, wouldn't you want to figure out, what the hell just happened?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's just another part of the mind protecting itself.
The moment our lives started fading into each other.
I mean, parents knew you were going to a cave and you were two kids by yourself, right?
Did they know they were going to a cave?
I mean, that was what they said. Like, let's go to the cave. I mean, this all seems kind of moot because until their scales balance, they're just going to keep coming, right?
I think so.
I was about to say, get off the edge. Oh! Okay, wasn't expecting that.
The scales are balanced.
Huh. I would not have thought that.
Looks like another type of desert to me.
Reminds me of when you keep getting shots of the afterlife in Gladiator.
Yep. He runs his hand through all the plants.
Yeah. All right, so that was episode 5. Sorry if this video is a little short, guys, because honestly, there wasn't a whole lot to react to.
Well, that was kind of bland.
Yeah, and I think I told you guys last week that I'm usually not a big fan of episodes where it takes place in inside the mindscape or inside someone's head, whatever you want to call it. And
I bet you're still not a fan of it.
yeah, this is no exception. I mean, those episodes, including this one, I mean, I feel like it's like you're taking a week off from whatever the ongoing story is, because I don't know why you do it. Maybe you just want to torture the viewers a little bit.
I mean,
But
we learned some things. We learned the relationship between Steven and Mark, and we found out that Mark's the original.
mm-hmm.
Steven was the creation. You thought
Right.
it was the other way around,
Yeah.
but we did learn a little
Like
bit.
maybe you could have done that while still, going forward with the story in the real world. I don't know. I mean, I usually don't like them. This is no exception. And also, what's the name of this show?
The Mark and Steven show.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Marc and Steven show. I thought it was called Moon Knight.
We showed up.
Yeah, for like a second when
Yeah.
in a flashback. And this is what, 2 episodes now, and we don't have Khonshu, therefore we don't have Moon Knight. So 2 episodes out of 6, we have not really had Moon Knight on the show. I mean, it feels like Boba Fett all over again, right?
No, because in Boba Fett, the Mandalorian showed up to save the day.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, different because in Boba Fett, Mandalorian was there, and that made those 2 episodes awesome, despite there not being very little Boba Fett. This one, we got no Moon Knight, and they've been kind of lackluster.
Nothing to save it with.
Yeah, so, episode 6 coming up. Hopefully we get some Moon Knight in the finale episode. All right, so tell us what you guys think about this episode. I mean, do you like Mindscape episodes?
Well, you watch. There'll be people coming on making comments about how this was the greatest episode ever.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But, tell us what you think in the comments section. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Like we said, we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. All right, so fingers crossed for episode 6. Hope it's a good one. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Excelsior.
True believers, can a really strong episode 6 save the day?
Mm-hmm.
I think it